Today, I'm risking my stomach for your entertainment. I'm going to the lowest rated restaurants in the UK and we're going to find out if they're really that bad. Now, these are well-known fast food restaurants, so let's see if these reviews live up to expectations. Alright, we are here at our first restaurant, Subway. But let's read the reviews first. This review is by Seaside. This was the worst experience I've had with Subway. The service was terrible, the staff were rude and lazy and spoke disrespectfully towards me and my friends. The worker was unaware of his surroundings and kept asking his colleague, who left mid-conversation, to smoke. My sub wasn't cut and the food was falling out of it as he just threw it in the bag. There was a shortage of toppings and they gave my friend 3 pieces of sweet corn. They were just rude. Terrible service and bad food. This is the second time this has happened. I will not be going back. 1 star. Here in Subway. To be fair, the atmosphere is pretty good. Pretty clean. There's not many people in the actual store itself. Yeah, let's have a go. I got a 6-inch legendary teriyaki, and then I also got this because I've never had this before. It's massive, obviously a foot long, but yeah, I didn't realize it'd be big. I'm not that hungry, but let's get it. Honestly, that's pretty good. That's probably the best sandwich I've had for a long time. Subway, I do like Subway. Subway's great, but yeah, you only have it like once every maybe like 6 months. So I'm going to devour this and we'll review the cookie afterwards. Okay, I'm not going to lie, that was unreal. Now, time for the best thing on this menu. Hopefully, I love cookie dough, so please be good. 5 star. I'm not gonna lie, I love that. Food, 5 out of 5. Atmosphere, I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 5. There's music, not many people, but really clean, tidy, yeah, nothing to complain. And then the service, like, I don't know what the review was, but I can't find that service, so I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5. Mostly the screens, but yeah, it's still, the customer interaction was still relatively good. So, on to the next one. All right, we are here outside the KFC. Now, this review, have a look. This review is from Emily. Been here once before with no issues, so I decided to go back. Went in and used the machine, and this was the best part of the whole experience. Firstly, the employee was obviously not happy to be there, but was whispering order numbers now on a busy day at lunch hour. It's hard to get towards the front to hear them. So this woman was whispering my number for a bit before someone else buying food had to say the number. I mean, surely that's a red flag. After getting the food, I left the building and walked to go eat. I picked up a chip, rock solid. Not a good sign. However, I think it's just a one-off and go and get another rock solid again. At this point, I've lost all hope, but still decided to have a bite of chicken to see if I would be won over. I take the smallest bite you could fathom and look over at the meat to find it pink, and my fate had been sealed. The 2 best parts of this experience was opening the door to leave and then closing the door, and an honourable mention to my Pepsi Max, which was just flavoured water. 1 star. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty good. I got the chicken selects and the chips with a garlic mayo dip, and of course a Pepsi Max. So at first we're going to try the Pepsi Max. Is it watered? Let's try. I don't think so. I think maybe just very, very slightly. I think Pepsi Max in the can is so different to Pepsi Max in like a cup like this. It's still like relatively good. Now the chips, are they rock solid? They actually look pretty nice. They're hot, sure. Oh my god, I think I burnt my tongue, but wow, they're actually pretty good. Not rock solid at all. Now on to the main bit. This is the chicken fillet. Is it pink? Hopefully not. I can't fault this. I don't know what the review was on, but yeah, not this KFC. This KFC is really good. Really clean. The screen's really nice. The whole restaurant is actually quite nice in here. Customer service, didn't really get much of it when you was giving my food, but screens, everything like that, 5 out of 5, can't complain. Food, I think the only thing was chips was a bit like, they just weren't really flavoured, even though they look it, but they're just not. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And then last of all, atmosphere, music's good in here. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. On to the next one. Alright, we are here at the Tesco Extra. It's got the Greggs inside it. We're in Bar Hill. So let's go and try this. But before that, this one comes from Doc. Just had an awful lunch at Greggs in Bar Hill Tesco's. Staff brusque, hasty and unfriendly. Dirty restaurant, food remains on tables and floor, no decaf tea available. The decaf coffee was undrinkable, even with 6 sachets of sugar. Pizza slice covered in congealed cheese and tasted as if it had been sprinkled with sugar. Poor choice of healthy options, won't go there again. 1 star. Can I grab the margarita pizza and a decaf coffee, please? So we have gone for a margarita pizza and a decaf coffee. So let's actually have a try and see if this review is fake. First off, the place, very tidy, very clean. There's no food on tables whatsoever. Got quite a lot of food on the shelf as well, so it's pretty well stocked. Other than that, yeah, atmosphere's pretty good so far. Apparently this cheese was terrible and the coffee was undrinkable, so I'll have a taste. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's okay. There's nothing really to shout about it. Cheese is a bit plasticky. The crust is fine, bread's fine, but it reminds you of like pizza when you get in school. So £2.40 for this. I don't know. Now quickly on to the coffee. Decaf cappuccino I got. So honestly, it's just what you expect. It's actually quite nice. So I don't know what that review was, but I'm going to finish this and then head on to the next location. But so far, so good. The food, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. And the customer service, probably a 4 out of 5. I liked the guy that was behind the till. He was quite chatty. So yeah, 4 out of 5. Alright, we are here at Cambridge Services. Now it's just off Bar Hill. This is the Costa that we're going to visit. And let's hear our review from Thatcher. I would like to thank Costa Coffee Bar Hill for being so filthy dirty, so I could use the photos to send my staff for staff training. In fairness, my team were totally shocked that we even stopped and ordered anything outside, strewn with litter, tables full of dirty cups, plates and ashtrays. Dirty tables, sign on door stating no dogs allowed, except for guide dogs, and yet there was a dog sat on the chairs inside. I could understand if it had been busy, however, 5 people inside and 3 people outside. Come on Costa, sharpen your staff training up a bit.
Another 1 star.
Sorry, can we just take a minute to admire this beauty? Look at this. Wow. The colour. The make. Bentley. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's go to Costa. Thanks. We are here at Costa. I'm outside like the review said, and honestly it's quite clean out here considering it's outside. I'll show you a little video overlay as we speak, but yeah, looks pretty good here. Nice and sunny. Also, they didn't give me a straw to like mix my drink, so I'm just having to swirl it around and just kind of hope that it mixes. I got a small iced latte, and yeah, let's have a little taste test. It's alright. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. It's nothing spectacular. I do like a little bit of syrup in my coffee. Obviously, they don't add it, but yeah, it's probably bang average to be fair. Nothing to shout about. But in terms of atmosphere, I mean, it was nice inside, nice and clean. There's quite a lot of people sitting inside actually. Not too much of a queue, so I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. The only reason why is because it's a little bit dark. I don't know why. I know it's a lot in the shade, but yeah, it was a little bit dark in there. And customer service, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. She was really nice. You can't really ask for anything better. That's pretty much it for this one. Do I think it's 2 star? Nah, definitely not. I'll give it a 4 star, and I think that is fair. But let's crack on. Honestly, from getting a decaf coffee at Tesco, I needed this to carry on my day. I've got one more location after this one, and we'll see how it goes. This one comes from Nicola. It's 6:38 PM. Just went through the drive-thru and I'm sat in a car park as I'm writing this. Order was taken from an extremely rude young man, huffing and puffing as he took my order. Told me they didn't have frappes when in fact they did. Asked for some ketchup and he demanded 10p. Extremely rude and unprofessional. He shouldn't be working with the public if he has no manners. To make things worse, chips were half full, no ice in the drinks, and McPlant burger was a load slop. Don't waste your money here. Carry on driving.
1 star.
We have made it to our last location, which is McDonald's. Now we need to go through the drive-thru and get a McPlant, which I've never got before, a frappe, and I think there was something else. I'll have a look, but they did say they went at 6:38. What time is it now, you ask? Yeah, it's not 6:38, but that would have been cool. It's 4:02. Oh well, let's go. The only thing about drive-thrus is the menu, like you can't even see the menu. So we'll have a little look. Hiya, is it possible to get a McPlant meal?
McPlant meal, yeah.
Yeah, is
Medium
that
or large?
just medium, please? Right, let's see what this is. Yeah, I've never got a McPlant before. It's never really been one of my choices. So let's have a look, and let's hopefully see if they filled up the fries and the ice, of course. £7.19 for a McPlant medium meal. I don't know, that's a bit expensive, is it not? I don't know, we'll have a look when it comes, see what we get. And obviously, we're going to sit in the famous car park where she sat.
One eternity later.
I don't even like ketchup, but we're going to ask for ketchup because I'm not paying 10p like that woman. So, hi mate. Thank you. Is it possible to get a ketchup? Is that alright? Lovely, thanks. Cheers. Ketchup secured. No cost. Myth busted already. Done. Right. Let's find a spot. Oh no. I've only literally just got this camera. I don't want to break it already. Right, let's try it. First off, we have our Sprite. It doesn't actually have that much ice in at all, so that myth might be correct, but it does have some ice. So, yeah, Sprite. Standard. Oh, so nice. Oh man. I do love a Sprite. Oh wow. That's better than the Costa. They fill it half full. Honestly, I don't want fries. I'm actually so full, but yeah, they did fill it up a lot. I mean, look at that. Obviously, we have the ketchup. No payment needed, of course. And then the famous McPlant. Like I said, yeah, I've never had it. It smells a bit strange, I'm not gonna lie. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad at all. Try the fries, of course. They are the best fries in the game, no matter what. Like, these aren't heavily salted, but you just can't beat them. Like the KFC fries earlier, they were just not nice. There's just something about them. Thinner chips, slightly salted. So good. But we're here to try the main deal, which is the McPlant. I've took out the tomatoes and the pickles. I'm not really a fan of them in burgers. I'm not gonna lie, that's really nice. I don't know what it is. The patty itself is quite soft and it's moist. It's not dry like it normally is. I'm not gonna lie, on a lot of the reviews it said about a parking fine and there was limited time, but I don't know if you can see that. Like a 2-hour limit is completely fine. Like, you can get so much done. And people were complaining about not having enough time to eat their meals or stay in the same place. So that baffles me. Honestly, it does. As a collective, I'm going to rate McDonald's a generous 4 out of 5. I think the food was really good. I think the customer service was really good as well. However, it was just a price of £7. I didn't really expect it to be that expensive, so that was the only thing that let it down. If you made it this far, thank you for watching the video all the way through. 98.5% of you have not subscribed, so make sure to click that subscribe button and you'll be seeing a lot more videos coming soon.